Welcome, weary traveller, to a journey not of miles but of dreams. Find yourself a place of absolute comfort now. Lie down or settle into your coziest chair. Feel the support beneath you, the gentle embrace of your blankets or the soft cushion against your back. Take a deep, calming breath in, filling your lungs slowly, gently, and as you exhale, let go of any tension, any worries from your day. Breathe in peace. Breathe out anything that doesn't serve you. Feel your body begin to soften, your shoulders relaxing, your jaw unclenching, your eyelids growing heavy. Allow your mind to quiet as we begin our journey into a tale whispered by the wind, a personal encounter woven into the fabric of time itself. Close your eyes now if you haven't already, and picture my experience. Amidst the ancient, sprawling beauty of the Scottish Highlands, the air was cool and crisp, carrying the scent of damp earth, distant heather, and a hint of wild mountain thyme. I had been walking for what felt like an age, following a path that promised a shortcut, but which had, with every turn, led me only deeper into the wilderness. The sun, which had been a golden companion earlier, was now a mere memory, sinking below the distant jagged peaks. A soft, pearlescent mist began to gather around me, a gentle shroud that softened the edges of the world. It wasn't a frightening mist, but a deepening veil, turning the familiar landscape into a blurred, ethereal painting. With each step, the last remnants of daylight faded, and the gathering dusk deepened the shadows, painting the rolling hills in shades of deep indigo and velvet grey. Fatigue began to settle in, not a harsh ache, but a profound, heavy weariness that weighted my limbs, slowed my pace. My eyelids felt heavy, my thoughts drowsy and slow. I longed for warmth, for shelter, for rest. A quiet sigh escaped me, and just as a soft whisper of despair, a gentle resignation began to settle in my heart. Something shifted in the quiet air. And then, just as the weight of weariness began to settle too heavily, as I stood there enveloped by mist and fading light, something stirred the silence. A sound, faint at first, almost imagined, a soft vibration in the air, not quite music, not quite words. I held my breath, then clearer, a voice. Feminine, light as a sigh, it drifted toward me, barely more than a whisper. No language shaped the tone, but there was meaning in it all the same. Comfort, invitation, serenity. It wasn't a song you could follow with your ears. It was a song you felt deep within my chest, in that quiet part of me that still believes in miracles. The voice rose and fell with the breeze, lilting, dreamlike. It seemed to curl around the mist itself, guiding it, shaping it. Every note hung in the air like dew on a spider's web, fragile, perfect, vanishing if grasped too tightly. I stood utterly still, listening, The weariness I felt began to shift, not vanish, but soften, replaced by something else. A quiet longing, not for escape, but for peace. I took a step forward, then another. The soft ground beneath me, damp grass and spongy moss, muted each footfall. I moved slowly, instinctively following the voice. There was no clear direction, no marked trail, but still I knew where to go. It was as though the melody lived inside me now, gently tugging at my heart, saying, "This way, just a little farther." The mist swirled around me, no longer a barrier but a gentle veil, and that voice, it never ceased, never faltered, sometimes near, sometimes farther. It moved with me like a companion. At moments it sounded like it came from just ahead, delicate, beckoning. At others it seemed to rise from the earth itself or echo from some distant hillside I could no longer see. But always it led me forward. I began to see shapes ahead, not details, just softened outlines. A low hill, the faint glimmer of light, and all the while the voice wove itself through the air, never hurried, never urgent, just patient, timeless, eternal. It was not just sound now, it was a feeling, a warmth blooming in my chest, a loosening of every tight thread inside me. A lullaby meant not to send a child to sleep, but to lead a soul to rest. And as I moved toward it, step by step, breath by breath, I felt the fatigue melt away into something quieter, deeper. I was no longer lost. I was being welcomed. And then, as if by magic, the mist did part. Slowly, gracefully, it swirled aside, revealing before me a sight that made my heart swell with a profound sense of relief. There, nestled in a gentle hollow, lay a quaint, timeless village. It was bathed in the softest, most welcoming glow of lanterns, not harsh, modern lights, but the warm, flickering dance of candlelight and gentle oil lamps, casting long, dancing shadows on the cobbled streets. The air here was different too. It carried the comforting scent of wood smoke from unseen chimneys, and a hint of something sweet, perhaps baking bread or blooming honeysuckle. Relief washed over me like a warm tide, melting away my fatigue, the chill, the quiet anxieties of being lost. I stepped onto the cobbled street, the smooth, worn stones cool beneath my feet, a gentle connection to this ancient place. Almost immediately, the quiet hum of life within the village became apparent to me. I saw figures moving, heard the soft murmur of voices, the gentle clatter of a distant loom, the comforting sound of a child's quiet laughter carried on the breeze. And then I was seen. Friendly faces turned towards me, their eyes holding a quiet curiosity, but mostly a deep, genuine warmth. Villagers, dressed in simple, earthy clothes, emerged from doorways, their smiles gentle, their expressions open and kind. One by one, they offered soft greetings, their voices low and melodious, like the very music that had led me here. "Welcome, traveller," a woman with kind eyes murmured. You are safe here, a man with a weathered face added, his voice like warm honey. I felt an immediate sense of belonging, as if I had simply arrived home. Guided by a soft nod, a gentle hand gesturing forward, I found my way to a cozy inn. Its wooden beams were aged, dark with centuries of history, but sturdy and strong, radiating a sense of enduring comfort. Through the open doorway, the hearth within beckoned to me, a vibrant heart of dancing flames that cast a mesmerizing, golden glow across the room. The crackling of the fire was a soothing symphony, a promise of warmth and rest. Stepping inside, the air embraced me, thick with the comforting sense of peat smoke, warm bread, and something vaguely herbal, like dried lavender or chamomile. The innkeeper, a kind woman named Fiona, greeted me with a smile that reached her eyes, crinkling their corners with warmth. Her voice was like a soft murmur, gentle and reassuring. "Welcome, weary one," she said, her hands moving with a practiced grace as she guided me to a small wooden table near the hearth. Without a word, she provided me with a warm meal, a simple, hearty stew, perhaps, steaming gently in a ceramic bowl, its aroma filling the air with promises of nourishment. I tasted the warmth, the wholesome goodness, and felt it spread through me, chasing away the last vestiges of chill. Alongside it, a slice of freshly baked bread, soft and fragrant, and a mug of warm, fragrant tea, perhaps infused with calming herbs. After the meal, Fiona led me upstairs, along creaking wooden stairs that whispered tales of generations. She showed me to a small private room. It was simple yet perfectly formed. A small window looked out onto the silent, lantern-lit street, but it was the bed that truly called to me. A generous feather mattress, plump and inviting, covered with thick woolen blankets, spun in colors of heather and deep forest green. The pillows were soft, promising to cradle my head in peaceful slumber. I changed into the softest of linen nightclothes, feeling the gentle touch of the fabric against my skin. As I slid beneath the covers, the cool linen yielding to the warmth of my body, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The soft, gentle glow of a small rushlight on the bedside table cast dancing shadows on the walls, mimicking the flickering of the fire downstairs. My body sank into the mattress, releasing any remaining tension. My muscles softened, my breath deepened, becoming slow and even. The sounds from outside were muted now. Amidst the soft, rhythmic hum of the village settling down for the night, I could still discern that ethereal voice, the serene, sighing melody that had first guided me here. It was fainter now, more distant, like a gentle breath carried on the night air, a quiet promise of the peace I had found. That unique sound, more feeling than melody, drifted through the open window, a true lullaby of comfort and serenity. It wove itself into the fabric of my thoughts, slowing them, softening them, until they became like clouds drifting across a clear, calm sky. I felt utterly safe, completely at peace, wrapped in the comforting blankets of this newfound refuge. The soft warmth of the room, the gentle, beckoning murmur of that timeless voice, the feeling of absolute security, all combined to pull me deeper into a state of profound relaxation. My eyelids felt impossibly heavy now, fluttering just once more before surrendering completely to the call of sleep. I drifted, lighter and lighter, floating on a current of peace, sinking deeper and deeper into the soft, comforting embrace of the inn's bed. Sleep overcame me, a gentle, welcome wave carrying me away on its tranquil waters. After what felt like the deepest, most restorative sleep I had ever known, a new sensation began to stir me awake, a different texture beneath me. Not the softness of a feather mattress, but a cool, slightly damp sensation. Slowly, my eyelids fluttered open, revealing not the low-beamed ceiling of the inn, but the vast open expanse of the sky above. A soft, early morning light painted in hues of rose and lavender was just beginning to touch the distant peaks. Confused, bewildered, I pushed myself up. I was lying on a bed of soft, damp grass, cool dew kissing my skin. I searched around me, my gaze sweeping the horizon, trying to reconcile this serene, natural scene with the vivid memory of the village. But the village was gone, completely. The quaint cottages, the cobbled streets, the cosy inn, the friendly faces, all had vanished as completely as a whisper on the wind. Before me now were only rolling hills, endless greenery stretching as far as the eye could see, softened by the gentle morning mist that still lingered in the hollows. The air was quiet save for the distant bleating of sheep and the gentle rustle of the wind through the tall grasses. The space where the village had been was now an unbroken landscape of natural beauty. Though a part of me was bewildered, another part felt a profound, quiet understanding beginning to dawn. I rose, feeling surprisingly refreshed, invigorated, and found my way back to my original lodgings, the ones I had been seeking before the mist enveloped me. When I eventually recounted my strange night to the kind landlady of the real inn, her eyes widened, her voice hushed with wonder and a deep knowing reverence. "You spent the night in Brigadoon," she said softly, as though sharing a treasured secret, a piece of ancient magic. "Brigadoon," she continued, her voice a gentle murmur, "appears only once every 100 years. It is a village of peace, of timeless magic, hidden from the world. You, my dear, have witnessed its rare magic." A warmth filled my heart, a gentle, swelling emotion of awe and profound gratitude as I realized the truth. Brigadoon had found me when I was lost, comforted me when I was weary, and left me with a story I would cherish forever. This magical encounter, this glimpse into a world of pure peace, a refuge of the soul, this is what you can now carry with you. And even now, long after that magical night, when the world feels too loud or my spirit grows restless, I find I only need to close my eyes, to breathe deeply and listen, and there, in the quiet stillness of my mind, I can hear it again, that soft, soothing voice, that gentle, ethereal melody. It whispers of peace, of timeless comfort, a reminder of the sanctuary that Brigadoon offered. It's a gentle anchor, a calm haven I can return to whenever I need. And this, dear listener, is the gift that now also resides within you. This echo of peace, this whisper of serenity from a place outside of time. Let its peace wash over you now, a quiet lullaby carried on the highland wind. Drift deeper into comfort now, carried on the gentle current of your breath, enveloped in the peace of Brigadoon, which you now share. Feel yourself sinking further, deeper into restorative sleep, safe and utterly at peace. Good night.
trace ibland en en so good and a tray for chores indeed a sea a lesser in nights and a drove take a speed I build a view and see and over trace ibland and so good and a tray for chores indeed a sea a lesser in nights and a drove take a speed I build a view and see And over trace fair I gladly and in so good and a tray virtuous indeed a sea a whisper in my ears and a drop take a spear I bear that you see Did you glide in the land of dreams? Did you glide in the land of dreams? Your stars and Did you glide in the land of dreams? Oh, Did you glide